This week we read Parshas Vayera. I want to go back just a little bit and point out a thought on last week's parsha, even though we spoke last week about Parshas Lech Lecha. Another thought about Parshas Lech Lecha, and also gives us a broad understanding about the relationship, the amazing relationship between Avram and Sarah. It's amazing how the Torah sometimes goes into detail about the different nuances, the speech and the interaction between our Heilige Avos, our Heilige Imus, between Avram and Sarah, Yitzchak and Rivka, etc. And in last week's parsha, we read a startling pasuk. It's very, very famous. Everybody knows it. Everybody learned the Rashi. Ata yadata ki isha ki hine yadati ki isha yifas merad. So that's what it means. Now I know. Only now I know, because now I see a reflection. I see how beautiful you are. Very, very strange to we start thinking about it. Avram is married to Sarah for decades and doesn't realize how beautiful she is. They were even cousins. We know from last week's parsha the relationship. They knew each other from childhood. Never really realized. Yeah, they were so modest. They never even realized how beautiful she was. I heard a beautiful explanation from Rabbi Yosef Reinman Shlita from Lakewood, author of many Choshva Svarim and books, Shufet Shtara, and the Shmuzim of Matasyo, and among many other very Choshva Svarim. And he told me the following explanation, beautiful explanation. He said, in every relationship between two people, especially between a man and his wife, and a woman and her husband, there's the outside, the physical, the shallow outside looks of a person, what we call chemistry. There's a certain chemistry that draws one person to another person. There's certain chemistry between two people. But then there's something else. There's an inner and a deeper appreciation for the person themselves. Very often it happens, and we all know this from experience, and from experience from ourselves, from other people. Sometimes we can find a person very attractive at first. Then we get to know the person has rotten character, and we can't even understand, how did we ever find this person attractive to begin with? Sometimes the opposite. We meet a person, say, wow, this person doesn't look any particularly attractive. A man meets a woman, they first meet each other, I don't know, I don't find her so attractive, but then he gets to know her a little more, and at the end, not only does he come to appreciate her as a person, even the attractiveness becomes more and more pronounced because of his appreciation for her inner person. What does it mean that Avram and Sarah were very, very modest people? That means the tznius of Avram and Sarah was that they focused totally on the inner person, on the character of the person. Avram focused on the humility, the modesty of Sarah. Sarah focused on the modesty of Avram. They focused on each other's character, and they respected each other, and they loved each other for the person that they were, regardless of the way they looked, of the way their physical features were. So therefore, when Avram thought that his wife was beautiful. He thought his wife was beautiful, but he thought in his mind, you know why I think my wife is so beautiful? Because I know who she is. I know she's Sarah Imenu. The character of Sarah Imenu makes her so attractive in my eyes. And even her physical attractive, I find her physically attractive, but only I find her physically attractive. Maybe other people wouldn't find her so attractive. That's when Hine no yadati, when they pass the pond, when a person sees a reflection in the pond, what does he see? He sees only like a painting. He doesn't see the person. There's no life there, there's no spirit there, there's just like a painting of a person. All of a sudden he looked at this and said, wow, this is my wife, she's objectively beautiful, I better worry, this is a very big danger. An objectively beautiful woman coming into Mitzrayim, coming into Egypt, they're going to take her away. I have to worry about now my safety, her safety. Hine no yadati. Now I understand that you are objectively beautiful. Not only I find you beautiful, not only I find you attractive because of my appreciation for who you really are, but you're objectively, that's what it means. Hine no yadati. What a beautiful explanation. With this also we can explain a very strange Gemara Shabbos, very similar story. Gemara talks about a very tsanua person who didn't realize that his wife was missing a limb until after she died. And then all of a sudden he looked at his wife and said, oh wow, she was missing a limb. Also, are we to really believe that he lived with her, he was married to her, and didn't realize that she was missing a limb? Says Rabbi Reinman, the same explanation. He knew that she was missing a limb, but it didn't mean anything to him. He was married to her, and he appreciated her, and he found her attractive because of her inner character, not because of her outside beauty. And therefore, it didn't bother him that she was missing a limb. Okay, she's missing a limb, but I still find her attractive because of everything else about her. I find the person attractive, the whole person. When she died, there was nothing left, there was no life, there was no spirit in her anymore. Now all of a sudden he saw that she was actually missing a limb. He said, wow, this woman who I found so attractive was missing a limb. Unbelievable how I found her so attractive all these years, only because of my inner appreciation. Of course, we very far from us, to live like the Avos HaKadoshim, even like this person in the Masechus Shabbos, it's Tzanua that the Gemara talks about, but maybe a little bit we can focus more on the inner appreciation, the appreciation of the inner beauty, the beauty of the character of the people, of the person that we are married to, our spouses. We should become more attracted to their inner character and not so much focus on the outer beauty. The outer beauty, of course, is beautiful, and of course a person finds his wife attractive. We should realize that the real attraction comes from the inner appreciation, the appreciation of the inner character that we have, the blessing that we have between every man and every woman when they focus on the inner beauty and the inner character, and how the inner appreciation and the love builds from day to day. This is the lesson of the relationship that the Torah teaches us about, the relationship between Avram and Sarah.